Oh, it's a lovely afternoon. I'm just here on Riviera Terrace. It's third week of September, just here for the weekend before I head back to Dorset. Carry on working at Liscombe. But plenty of chiff-chaffs around in these sycamores. Do love this time of year when bird migration is in full swing. It has been quite quiet the last few days in terms of visible migration, but it's picked up a little bit today. There's been a few swallows trickling through and house martins, and a yellow-browed warbler, my first of the autumn for Ventnor. But yeah, just a cracking time of year. There's been a few spotted flycatchers around Ventnor as well. This little spot here is particularly good because Ventnor Park is that way to the west, and the titflocks come along from Ventnor Park feeding in these sycamores, and they end up here where the corridor of habitat kind of ends, and they mill about here for extended periods just feeding, and they don't often carry on down into these holm oaks because it kind of fizzles out the cover, so they kind of double back into Ventnor Park, so you get a regular titflock going backwards and forwards, east and west, east to west for about a kilometre. And there's quite often a yellow-browed warbler in amongst them in late autumn, usually in October, maybe the end of September, as we've had one this autumn, late September, maybe one of the earliest yellow-browds in Ventnor, that one. There's plenty on the east coast, so it was only a matter of time before one made its way down this way. They've been in Kent as well, and I think Cornwall's had one or two so far this autumn. So fingers crossed, it might be quite a good autumn for yellow-browed warbler on the south coast, although I'm not going to be here much because I'm working at Liscombe in North Dorset. But might have a little bit of a walk down towards the town in Ventnor, see if there's anything in some of the other areas, bits of cover. Can't really beat that view, can you? Up towards Ventnor Downs. See if I can zoom in a little bit. There's Coombe Bottom, you can just about make out our own little Cornish valley above the lights of the town, drawing migrants in overnight. Beginning to look a little bit ominous. Off to the west, we are due to get heavy rain tomorrow. There's Ventnor Bay. Swallows and house martins that were trickling through half an hour ago have completely stopped now. Let's pop over and check out the churchyard quickly. Chiff-chaffs are still calling, a bit active. See if that yellow-browed warbler is still around. Do love these little spots of scrappy cover in the town in Ventnor. You get chiff-chaffs concentrating in them at this time of year. All day really, you can come in here and find little groups of feeding chiffies. Keep dreaming of finding a red flamped bluetail, being chased around by the robins here. Hasn't happened yet, but it will do one of these days, I'm sure. Or an olive fat pipit. The black redstarts do like the tower of the church here late in the evening. when the sun warms it up and the insects get on there. Obviously too early yet for the first black red start. Not long now though. Early October I suppose. Let's go down into Grove car park. Yeah, the sun has gone below the horizon now, so the chiffies who were concentrated down in the sunny bits down here have kind of spread out a bit now, less active. Cracking bit of habitat. Well, I think I'll call it a day, birding wise. Head back into town and get some food for this evening. Thanks for following along. Do subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so, and press the like button if you like the video. You can make a little donation to the channel if you like, using the links in the description to the video. And come along on my next walk, which I'll upload at some point in the not too distant future. Hopefully the birding will have picked up a bit and I'll probably be back in Dorset by then. Well, I will be back in Dorset by then, although I'll be doing lots of birding around Ventnor as well at weekends when I can come back here. But for now, I'll love you and leave you, I think. So I hope you're enjoying this video about Ventnor and the Undercliff. If so, then don't forget there are 2 books I've written. One, Birdwatching Around Ventnor, creatively named, and the second one is Wildlife Watching Around Ventnor. Just short books about the local area that are the subject of this video. Available on Amazon. I'll put a link below this video, and you can also order it from the library, and it's available in all major bookshops, both of these little booklets, and in a few shops along the Esplanade, like the Longshoremen's Museum and Lady Scarlett's Tea Room as well. But yeah, I'll put a link to the description if you want a slightly deeper dive into the Isle of Wight Undercliff. Then these 2 little booklets might be of interest to you. Just go onto Amazon otherwise and just search for Steve Jones and Ventnor and you should find them.